Thanks for the souls, GMA. Now back to whatever the heck it was I was doing. I don't remember, but... Oh yeah, that's right. I stopped as soon as I knocked off this Elder God Eater manipulating poor Gwendolyn's body as a plaything. Ugh. That is multiple layers of effed up. Now, what did GMA say about there being an invisible walkway? Just like in Seath's cave of years gone by. But in Seath's cave, there was a hint. Like sparkles falling on a walkway. I don't think I have any droppable items, but maybe this would be a good time to get some so I don't kill myself 90 zillion times. Like a butt ton of these with all the souls I got from GMA. Bye. So that clearly wasn't it. But let's get a lot more of these things. And I'll do some poke and soak exploration. This is probably a pretty good inventory system. Where it doesn't make a lot of sense, either from a gameplay perspective or a, like, just physical phenomenon perspective in universe for the hero to be able to carry, like, 750 arrows without it being any kind of a burden. So instead, you just have a relatively small maximum on your person of 100 of the consumable item. And then every time you consume some, and then go sit at a bonfire, your local cache is automatically replenished from your item box, which is pretty good. That's a smartly designed inventory mechanic. I dig it. I dig it. I like it a lot. It is very apparent that From Software's main A team worked on this game. I'm enjoying it a heck of a lot more than I did Dark Souls 2. Aha! Okay. Now, I knew after many times experimenting in Seath's cave that the bridges you need to go over really to get anywhere are pretty much just in a straight line, so they're very easy to memorize. But you have to... Wait, can you not walk off this? I'm walking into a railing? Okay, well, you know what? The bonfire's right nearby. Wow, that's weirdly friendly. Thank you. After the BS that Sulivan was, that's weirdly appreciated. Now, who might I ask are you? If you'll speak to me?
Name thyself, stranger.
I am UD of Oodland.
What beckoned thee to such a place? If thou'st come stumbling here in error, I bid thee leave anon. This tower is a prison. Thy presence shall invoke the ire of the tyrant Sullivan.
Oh, so GMA was right.
Though 'twas a rare delight to converse with another. My thanks, strange visitor.
You,
The dark moon watch over thee.
Wow, okay. So there's two ways in which you are woefully ill. Wait a second. You're not who I think you are you?
Thou thinkst this tower is a prison. I bid thee leave. May the dark moon...
Okay, so this dragon tail is kind of making me wonder, but you're not really fluffy enough to be Priscilla. I wonder if you're like just Priscilla who got a full-on body shaving. But yeah, so you're woefully behind the times in at least two ways. For one, your Dark Moon is dead, and has been dead probably for a very long while. And for two, Sullivan, yeah, sorry to bear the bad news, but the guy was like the 90th big dude with a flaming sword boss that I fought in these games, and I'm just kind of getting sick of the big dude with the flaming swords. Now, the Abyss Watchers was a pretty radical fight, don't get me wrong, but any theme used too much is going to get overwrought, and I'm pretty much done with big dudes with flaming swords. We can do something new now. Oh, the Painting Guardians. Huh. Oh, shit. I was doing so well. This'll take a few attempts. My own reaction to Priscilla as a character goes to show how much of a complete and total whore we gamers are. I'm certainly a whore. Because she's, like, unquestionably an evil dragon lady, surrounding herself with zombie dragons and zombie people and giant pustule flesh fire-breathing monstrosities. Ow. And she's utterly deluded about whether her own creatures are violent towards outsiders or not. But I still like Priscilla. Shit! This tower is a prison. No, it's not. It's an obstacle course on American Gladiator. And sadly, there ain't no foam pit below me. And Nitro, in his tight spandex, is going to come out of nowhere and beat the shit out of me with a giant foam baton. God damn it! This shit is hard, and I don't think I have a cat ring or anything similar, although I should probably be de-equipping everything, shouldn't I? I don't know if the mechanic is still in place, but I understand you can reduce falling damage by reducing your equip burden. It's nice that I'm not a disgusting zombie person upon being unembered. Did I really choose that as my hair? Yeah, I guess I did. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm wearing a helmet for most of the game, but... Oh, too close, too close. I should be looking for more solid platforms at every level and not trying to land on a beam. Like here. See, that's what I was doing wrong. It's much easier if you're not a goddamn moron with everything you've ever done with your entire life, UD. Where's the next platform? Well, maybe there is no platform on this level. Or to fall down below this level. Sheesh. Yeah, it just gets hard from here, doesn't it? Okay, so... Sen's Fortress taught me that if you're trying to fall down gracefully, do it in such a way where you have like a backup thing to land on. So try to fall down on two things at once, or just do it perfectly. Despite your panicky nature, doing things exactly correct. After a lot of trying. Punch. Punch. It's all in the mind. Alright, nice. Now, let's get dressed. Much better. What? It just... Oh. Then what was the point of any of that? Yeah. You fall down from up above. I guess GMA told me this, but... I'm confused as to... There's got to be a point to that diversion. This goes up to the... Yeah. That goes up to Anor Londo. So why would anyone ever... use that return? Difficult and risky, and you could always just go back to a bonfire that you can effortlessly warp between. Well, there are lots of areas I haven't explored yet. I could go back to the... What was it? The Profane Capital. I haven't even poked my nose in there. Profane Capital. With a giant tower that apparently poked its way right up through the Duke's archives. What in the world could possibly have been in all of those books that Seath was hoarding? I know he was terrified of his own mortality. So seeking the secret of everlasting life in every single publication that's ever been made in the history of forever. That's what normal, sane people do. Capital, I'm here to profane you. You're not a statue. You must be an enemy. Uh-oh. Not again! Yep, again. Okay, so how rough and tumble are you? Oh, not very at all. I can actually put you away no trouble, it seems. Also, are you like one of the Bell Gargoyles missing your head? Because your moveset kind of reminds me of that. And you're not that tough at all. Good night. Huh. Lots of statues of bald worshipping dudes. Or all just the same bald worshipping dude over and over again. Look at me. This is how we did jazz hands in ancient Greece. Now won't somebody please be my interlocutor? Oh my god, I'm so lonely I want an interlocutor. And that, of course, is slang for, like, young, gorgeous boy toy. Sex buddy. Really impressed with myself for getting that jump on the first try. Thank you. Now something fun is really crawling on below me. Oh. Another one. Oh, and there's a hole. Okay. Must be... Careful! Aha, made it. I will never figure out what's in that pit, said UD right before the floor collapsed under him in a place that looked like was safe to step. No, stop bouncing off the wall. Actually kill the damn thing. There you go. Thank you. Slowly learning. Should I go down into the pit? It's probably like the pits in the depths in Dark Souls 1, where it's just not at all worthwhile going into. Oh, some of those monsters. Oh, God. No, yeah, I'm not going down there yet. It looks like it'll be very unpleasant. Maybe I do have to go down. Well, if you want to make an omelet. Oh, goodness gracious. Great Lakes of Poison. Oh, no, it's even worse. Toxic. That's gonna stink. Yeah. Purge. Okay, thanks. I better find, like, the fucking Excalibur or the Masamune down here. Oh, Poison Gem. That's almost good enough. But I will probably never use a poison weapon, as those likely also scale. You know, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if those scaled on Dex. Because, you know, ninjas with the poison-tipped daggers or a poison shuriken, that kind of matches the theme, right? Oh, Curse Bite Ring. That's going to come in handy. I'm sure there's going to be an enemy that will, you know, you want to keep from getting one shot. Which in the new Japanese RPG tradition is kind of like the equivalent to the Doom status in the old Japanese RPG tradition, like Final Fantasies 5 and 6. Where your character gets a Doom counter on their head where they will certainly die by the end of it. Or maybe Black Hole, or Earthquake. You know, some abilities in some games that, if they connect, do one-shot instant kill damage to a single hero. I don't know if I have any blooming purple moss clumps. That looks like a no, so I am draining my Estus to survive this. That's pretty good. Although my health regen on the ring is helping out a bit. Maybe not enough, but I'll see how far I can take it. Now, what is going on in there? That kind of sounds like another empty demon. But we already killed one of those in this game. Oh, just giants? Strong I am. Forge your weapons. Die later. Break your heart. Ew. God. Ew. No. Okay. I said I didn't want any more big dudes with flaming swords, so... Oh. Oh, my God. Horrifying on super steroids. Oh, and you can butt me. You can do the Marissa butt bump. Good for you. What's your telegraphing, and why is your head a hand with so many fingers and gross suction cups? Oh. Good job on the horrifying character design. There's been a lot of novel designs here that have really grossed me the hell out. And for a dark fantasy game like Dark Souls, that's exactly what you're hoping for. This ain't World of Warcraft where everybody's bright and cartoony. This certainly ain't Nintendo where everything's bright and cartoony. This is true, dark, Lovecrafty, and horrifying fucked up nonsense. You got a lot of health, bro, yo. Ah! You got a lot of butt, too. Yes, I am trying to shame you for your... Oh, you just get to eat me now, don't you? Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, thank God that was not a one-shot. It will drain my Estus till I'm gonna kill this dude. Oh, you just rolling over as an attack? God. You're more decadent than a slaking. Badoosh. Oh, it was one of those guys, horrifyingly mutated, huh? The rock-rolling giants. Oh, Mimic. God. I'm gonna see if I can let Toxic wear off first and let my health regen take care of it. Explore the premises a bit. I feel like I hear another one of those dudes. Was that a trap? No. There's a trap in here. Something sounds unfriendly. Now, are those growling, grumbling noises actually sourced on an enemy somewhere? Or is that just part of the map? Ooh, we're getting really close to my health. How close to the line can I get it without using my last statistician? Nope, can't do it. Ah, fuck! So how can I get back there, though, without getting toxic? Oh. Wow, she even has an infinite number of them. For 1,000 souls a pop. That's not hard to do. I can get 1,000 souls. Oh. Wait, so have you lost your head? Or do you still have your head, but it's just really stumpy? You're kind of a mangled mess, so it's hard to tell. Oh, yeah, that must be one of the gargoyles then. Alrighty, wish me luck. Bam! And Toxic. Hello, Toxic, my old friend. You've come to end my life again. But I'm going to climb up a ladder. I'll stop now. Oh, thank goodness. Mr. Big Boy doesn't respawn. Now I can take on this mimic a lot more comfortably. Oh my god! Well, that is actually the first time in recent memory, perhaps ever, that in a single-player game, I have gotten murdered by a treasure chest doing a Tatsumaki Senpukyaku. Round 2, dickwad. Do it again, I dare ya. What? You don't want any... Oh, there you go. You do want some pound cake. Okay, good. Pound cake's delicious, but it's super bad for you. It's not the butter or the flour I worry about. It's just the sugar. Oh, my God. 12 metric butt tons of sugar. Come on. I'm not going to die to the same mimic twice. That's unacceptable. No, my God. What am I doing wrong? Ah, I hate myself right now. This should not be this hard. Yeah, you've really got the moves of a bell gargoyle. I have to think you're a corrupted bell gargoyle. That's what you look like. That's what you're acting like. This is truly disgraceful. I'm getting my ass kicked by a treasure chest. I'm really sick of your crap. Done. Well, might be interesting for a magic user, but... Yeah. Whoa. Really? So that's a replica? That's a replica of Logan's staff? Jeez. Dark Souls 3 has more references to the first game than Dark Souls 1 did. I'm just kind of rapidly hitting dead ends here. Oh. There's a whole way down. Alright. Well, good. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with exploring thoroughly. What is this that you're wielding? This doesn't look like a spear. This looks like a cannon. Like some kind of medieval substitute for a mortar. Huh. Now, are these just statues of people holding up a mortar? Or is it people frozen in place while holding up a mortar? Like the volcano eruption at Pompeii. That looked like an easy jump to make. Besides, I've probably already been there if there was a body with no item on it. So maybe there was no other way out of this building. There is this. Oh. Just another item. I'm getting some Metroid Prime syndrome here. Yeah, it's a little bit late for that. Yeah, some Metroid Prime syndrome, because when you're playing that game for the first time and you have no idea what you're doing, you get some little hint of a lead on where to go next, and it turns out just to be another fucking missile expansion. There's an entrance over there I haven't taken. Leave me be. I regret greatly invading in your home, and I wish to vacate. Ah, don't do the gaping dragon thing. Will you please just all die at once? All die in great succession. Synonymously. Simultaneously. Wholeheartedly. Oh. Another of the butt hand. Two more of the butt hand monsters. Alright. Let's just get this. Thankfully, you wannabe gaping dragons are very easy to kill. You guys are actually quite hard to kill. So some extra firepower should help. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. God, there's no room. I can't go. I don't want to go back into the toxic bog again. Whoa. I see. You can take critical hits in your stomach. So I was killing you the hard way without realizing it. Oh, well, whatever. Whoa. A proper named axe. Yet another weapon I have no reason to care for. GMA could wield that he could smash in my door. Oh, great, thanks. Okay. Should I see myself out? Is there anything else useful? I don't see that there's anything else useful to do in here. Yeah, just another item, and then I gotta be done with my life. Huh. Oh. So there is some progress. Hello, magician with the giant fire mace. Nope, GMA taught me how to do this. Uh-oh, that sounds like an art. And you sound like Dad. Logan Scroll, So is that some kind of a Logan Wraith? Is that another one of those banner items? Well, it's a key item. Probably means I could give that to the sorcerer back at the shrine and get sorceries out of it. Ah, Yet another way to get an item. A miracle that I can't possibly care about. Thanks anyway. Not gonna corner snipe some fish? Ethereal Dungeon, yes. Progress is made slowly, painfully, agonizingly, cringingly slowly, but still. Progress. Another chained up giant. This one's a super big boy. Yeah, he's one of the big boys. I don't remember the last time I encountered a locked door. God. You look dead. Oh, no, not you again. Shit. God damn it. Alright, well, I've got the health ring. This is a good time to take a short break anyway. Let my health regenerate as the health bar recovers. Do you ever wonder how it would change the economy if every human being became immortal? Not as in you can't die, but you won't die due to illness or age. Injury can still kill you, suicide can still kill you, but just imagine a world in which nobody died from illness or age. I can't imagine what that would do to us economically. These are the random shower thoughts I'm having while I wait for my HP to regen and let my wrists hang out a bit. That's good enough, right? I don't need to wait for it to get 100%. This is dangerous. This guy's big enough that I feel like he could shake down the whole tower if he wanted to. But I certainly can't get swarmed down there by rats. Ah, I caught you in the butt. I grew up in Utah, and one of our favorite pastimes there was shooting rats in the butts with .22 long rifle and BB guns. I'm kidding, but that's this kind of stereotype that must be true. Now please don't stomp on me or shake the tower down. Oh, more goddamn rats. These games and their love of vermin. Thank you for stomping on all the rats. I'd love to go back and collect those items. Since all the rats are dead now, they have a smaller health bar than I do. Profaned Whoa. Is that a pyromancy? Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. Wait a second. Is that the... Oh, yeah, that might be the fire shuriken that GMA was using on me. Cool. Any other items here? Any other avenues? I do see what looks like an open grate, but that probably does not go anywhere. Yeah, that's not a path. What? Leave me be. Or get stomped on by the giant. Either's fine with me. Yeah, so this elevator must be a return pipe. Elevators like this have frequently been return pipes in this game that just take you right back to bonfires. And I've missed them so much. I know there's more area to explore after the giant's feet there. That's a bonfire. Oh, I see. It was a new portion of the Ethereal Dungeon. Okay. That makes a marginal amount of sense. Now to see if I can get past the giant's feet without getting pounced to death by giant vermin. Okay, rats. Don't mind me. Do your thing. Well, actually, now we're past the giant, and you're still going to swarm behind me. Shit. Why would you fierce attack rats? Not necessary. It's like sandblasting a soup cracker. It's expensive, and it doesn't get the job done all that well. Why of all things would you choose to mimic a treasure chest? And that's actually a really stupid question, isn't it? Within the realms of dark fantasy fiction, it makes perfect sense because there's a lot of predators in the animal kingdom that use baiting strategies. Like anglerfishes. Ow! God damn it, ow, ow, ow. That was not worth my time. It is worth your time to watch me climb a ladder. Boy. Forget helping out at the soup kitchen. This is obviously the best thing to do with your time. And mine. Could probably jump that, yeah? What's the consequence if I fail? Maybe death. Alright, here we go. Oh, another thing not worth my time. Nothing is worth my time. You guys should know that better than anybody. God, outnumbered. Really bad. Getting chased into unfamiliar territory, I think. I recall these enemies, but I don't recall being here specifically. God damn it. The cheat always gets scared when he sees a bear holding a shark. Alright, you want to snipe? I can snipe. My arrows hurt a lot more than your bolts do. Does it make sense to try holding a longbow gangsta style? Because as I was walking towards you, unloading rounds into you, that felt pretty G. I don't know the first thing about being G, but that's how that felt. Oh, I have been here before, definitely. This is the guy with the hammer and sickle from before. Or chisel and sickle. Well, shoot. Bad idea? You bet. Oh, a Titanite chunk. Holy crap. I don't know if one is enough to get anything done, but still. Can I just shoot you to death from here? Maybe I should just do that and allow me... Oh, you want to go back to bed? Okay. You know what? Who am I to say otherwise? You do your thing, man. You're a master at sleeping while standing up. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to kill you to get past here, aren't I? All right. Sorry, man. Or maybe, now that you're awake, I can just go past. Ow! Yeah, I was easily within your strike range still. I'm going in circles here. It's probably time to go back and explore another avenue that GMA mentioned. Wait, was it just this ladder the entire time? Oh, wow, I feel like an idiot. I didn't know that ladder was there. Well, I wanted my other avenue. Here we go. This ain't looking friendly. Ah. Too little space to fight on. I'm gonna go right into the depths. Ow! Thank God you're a pushover. Now what's spitting fireballs at me? So it looks like the chalice itself is inanimate, but there's some like priestesses around it. Probably have to get much closer to disable that fireball. And it's very fast. It crosses the chasm incredibly quickly. can use the land as Oni Slayer Great Arrow. Okay, that's great. But yeah, I can use the land to avoid getting hit, or I just have to run. Ah. Dead bodies and lots of cups. Is this supposed to be treasure? Because it just looks like brass and silver dishware. Like a butt ton of it. God, these people obviously haven't cleaned up their kitchen in like 12 centuries. You're hostile, right? Yep. Okay, here we go. Ah. No, you're lucky I can't hit a damn thing. Wait, do you have more of the health bar minimization? Because you got the masks, like the good dudes with the brands. You're very slow and lame. And you're not shrinking my health bar, so I guess not. You see, when attack, you are very slow, but when getting staggered, you're very fast. This is not a good combination. Yeah, it looks like somebody raided the kitchen at Buckingham Palace over centuries and just dumped a bunch of the shit here. You a little tougher than your buddies outside? I'll know if I can actually hit you. No, a little bit, not much though. You have a little bit more interesting of a moveset. With that fire splash effect, that's pretty cool. Didn't help you a bit in the end. You are dead, my friend. Wow, this dishware. Silver and brass dishware. This is weird. I mean, like, usually when you think treasure, you think jewelry or I mean, maybe some golden goblets, but lots of coins, lots of gold coins sitting around. But just dishware? I know I'll get swarmed by you guys if I'm not careful. So, let's do this carefully. Pick you off one at a time. Wow, you don't actually mean anything, do you? You're completely ineffectual. Oh, but gargoyle at the same time. That's an interesting twist. Got to get past the pillar to attack me. But fine, you know, if you want to cordon yourself off over there, like annex your entire army, that's fine by me. Yeah, good old crappy Souls game AI, beating itself on my behalf. Alright, I'll deal with you now. I knew the Bell Gargoyle, sir, and you are no Bell Gargoyle. I can't tell if this is a mimic or not. Nope. Oh, sweet. Yeah. I need like 20 jillion of those, though. Don't trick me into striking the chests. Aha! Caution pays off. Look, if you're going to do a Tatsumaki Senpikyak like that, could you also do a Hadoken and a Shoryuken? No, it's all either biting or kicking. That's what you're good at. Did your sensei ever tell you that you were too tall to kick effectively? Because that last kick like went right over my head. And not in the sense of I didn't understand it, but rather it like literally physically went over my head. Wow, my strongest possible attack, and I still only did 166. Unless there's something you're weaker to than fire, but a mimic I would expect to be weak to fire. When you think about it, most things are weak to fire. Like in real life, there's a reason we have an entire branch of emergency services dedicated to dealing with fire. Ah, cool. Doesn't matter to me in the slightest, but it's probably nice to have the option. In case I, like, really want to spec up for turtling at some phase. I smell a boss right through here. Oh, Yorm! Oh my god! You're one of the asshole face giants too, right? Oh, this reminds me. I probably have, like, ash and such that I need to turn in at the shrine that I've forgotten to. That's okay. They're key items. They'll stick with me. Well, this is going to take a few thousand attempts, I can tell. Got no idea what I'm doing. You have a lot of health, and you can push me away from you. You're yet another dude with a big sword, but at least it's not a fire sword. Ow. Wait, that shout doesn't hurt me. It's just a control effect. It's just knockback, right? Damn, you are tough. You don't take much damage. There's probably some gimmick similar to prior enemies where if I can, like, hit you at the right place at the right time, it massively decreases your defense or something. I don't know. And by the way, Yorm, why are you obsessed with dishware? Like, this is not what people mean when they talk about treasure. Gold coins, gems. I mean, you might have some golden goblets in there every now and again, but your treasure trove should not be 100% brass and silver dishware. Yeah, I get the feeling I'm not meant to do this way. Stormlord, huh? Oh, maybe your health's not regenerating, but good lord, it's taking a long time to hurt you. And that does almost nothing. This doesn't seem right. Doing this little of your health bar does not seem like I'm grasping this boss fight entirely. This fight does not seem hard at all. I mean, if I lose, it's just due to inexperience. But your attacks are very easy to dodge. You tell them from a million miles away, and your reach has blind spots. Like your swings have blind spots, especially really close to you. It's just, I'm doing practically no damage, and that's the only reason your health bar is even that full. I do a lot more damage if I don't strike you on your legs. I'm seeing that much. So your legs are armored, but they're easy to attack. And they're relatively safe to attack since your moves can be dodged so readily while I'm underneath you. But your arms certainly take a lot more damage. You might have the most health of any Souls boss I've ever seen. Or maybe just your leg has such high armor that I'm doing a death by 1,000 cuts here. If I actually beat this guy on my first attempt, then it's going to be an extremely boring video. Because you're just going to see me do this for 100,000 years. At this point, I want to see his second form just so we can speed things up a bit. Hopefully his second form has lower defense on his legs. At this point, it seems like the durability of my scythe is going down just as readily as his health bar is. Yeah, upping my damage is going to be a necessity. He killed me out of boredom, man. I never killed these people, so let's casually and gradually knock them off. I slowly point a dagger in your direction. That's an attack, right? Yep, multiple gargoyles are going to want to kick my shit. It's alright, that's where the fun is. Nada. These games sure do love introducing grand sweeping architecture just to give you one very mundane item. Here's your 30th rusted coin for the day. Haha. This sword has something to do with it. I couldn't sell this sword just now. I can't use this though, right? Oh. I see. That's the secret, is you're supposed to be using this sword. Alright, because it has no requirements yet, so and it's probably useless against all other enemies. But, yep. Here we go. There was a big boss battle in Demon Souls. What was it called? It was like a giant flying evil jellyfish monster that spawned a bunch of other giant flying stingray jellyfish monsters to come murder you. Storm Lord? I forget. I'm sure you remember the boss fight I'm talking about. And it had a sword that you could run to the end of the arena, pick it up, and use that to actually have a fighting shot against the boss if you didn't previously have any ranged combat, because it could fire like a shockwave. But that sword was basically useful for, or useless for, any other combat at all. So I wonder if that's essentially what's going on here. You're just supposed to use this sword for this one fight. Attempt number 3, by the way, but first attempt with this sword. This is hurting you much less than my scythe did. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to assume the stance. I've assumed the stance. It's probably supposed to do something with it, like Ithral. Yeah, even when the upper half of your body is accessible to me, I'm not doing that much more damage.
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords.
Yes.
I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder.
Mm-hmm.
If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse.
What?
This sad cadaver. No need to be called. Have a closer look. Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession, seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice.
Everyone in these games talks like they just got out of a Ren fair.
Transposition is in transposing. Thy purpose is to seek lords.
Right. You do the boss weapon upgrades. Ah. Oh, I see. Yeah. It's not necessarily just upgrades. It's straight up purchasing. Well. Oh, cool. Lots of nifty stuff.
Now.
There we go. Keep up with the game's plot. Oh, god damn it. Oh, these games and their shit poor player training. Yeah, so fair disclosure, I didn't figure that out on my own. I got some help on that. Because I was deeply confused. Actually, I'm still doing not very much damage. Do I have to hit on his upper body? for this to matter? I see. Okay, that was not clear at all. That was not in the least bit clear that I was supposed to do that. I suppose I could have experimented with the art outside of the boss fight. But, so, here's an example of piss-poor player training. Oh, God. Ithril had a charge-up just... Actually, now that I think of it, maybe the Frost Sword Ithril that I picked up before also has some kind of a charge-up that I never knew about. Because I didn't know you were supposed to hold down a charge-up of the art for that long. Wow, okay, so this just went from being the most impossible boss fight in the game to being pissingly stupidly easy. Another example of what I was talking about. One random, weird-ass, arbitrary dance move, and it all just falls apart. It just opens its legs for you. Ugh. That, yeah. If From Software had abandoned that entirely, then they're no longer From Software, right? Anyway, I gotta get this guy to hold still long enough so I can charge up. Not like that. That's the opposite of what you need to do. Yeah, so finding the time to actually charge this thing long enough to get the artifact, that's going to be the tricky part. That's really badass looking for what that's worth. But I'm a little annoyed at how these games never fucking tell you anything. So, I can see coming back another time and trying to do this without using the easy tactical trick, but not on my first run. Maybe if I had much higher damage than I have right now. Oh. I pulled the Sylvan. I was too far forward, so my attack didn't connect. So that was attempt number 5, aka attempt number 1. After getting the stupid dance move in mind. Yep. Hmm?
The fire fades and awaits its one last reward.
I'm not going to get into the end game already, am I? Feels too early for that. Second act at latest.
Is in your hands. Please save his soul.
What happens when there's no more people to link the fire? Does the world just end? Where is this? It's the same kind of architecture. Oh yeah, I've been here before, haven't I?
Prince Lothric is in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be, a law.
Has Lothric not linked the fire yet? Also, why did you die just now? I can probably still get out of here with one of my homeward bones. Uh-oh. Are you going to throw me into another boss fight immediately? Yeah, well, sure, it looks that way. Hi! I'm Valdo from Soul Calibur. You look like an ascended painting guard. You are going to immediately dump me into another fight, and I don't have another weapon equipped. So you're not gonna let me sit at a bonfire first, huh? It hurts you a bit, but I don't have enough focus points to put you down totally. Hopefully you're just incredibly easy and I can beat you to pieces with this sword. I can't enchant it. I'm not fast enough in the menus to equip my scythe again while fighting you. But you don't seem like you're that hard either. That probably doesn't matter. You're probably going to kill me before that gets to the point of knowing one way or another. Really weird of these games to just instantly drop me into another boss fight. Alright, nothing but health regen. Yeah, I mean, what else did we expect? If I get to rematch with my scythe, though, you're going down. Liar, liar, light the bonfire. So no instantaneous transit back to the dancer, eh? If memory serves, that chapel was right across this thoroughfare. That shows how much I've grown. What about some of the heavy dudes? Oh, yep. I want to kill the crap out of you. Can we do that? You're much less intimidating than Anor Londo's Silver Knights, I'll have you know. Same is true even of you. Alright, so attempt number 2. And lots of souls on the floor. Alright, now, doing some decent damage now with my scythe. Please don't die 2 minutes into the fight. More like 25 seconds into the fight. God damn it. You don't want to keep juggling that many souls on the ground of a boss chamber. Let's go back and spend them. I could have traveled with the homeward boat straight to the Firelink Shrine, but I was a panicky idiot. Doesn't matter, as long as I got the souls and got out in one piece. By the way, I am on the record as still being sick of, like, big people with flaming swords, but at least this is kind of like a feminine-looking person, so it feels like I'm fighting a woman with a flaming sword. That's something new, I guess. But I'll be damned if these games don't love the shit out of their dudes with flaming swords. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. There was no way that was ending well. Ah, fuck, I suck at everything I do. What is happening on the sidelines? The chapel is on fire. God damn it. I keep rolling into the damage, and that's frustrating me. About to hit your second phase? Anytime now. Slash you in the butt. There's your second phase. 2 swords. Alright, so your moveset's going to change, and you'll have lots of spinny, loopy blade fun. I can't do this all day. Probably just need to get away from you and use that attack. I think I can get the tempo of that, to be honest. I think I could do it. Wouldn't necessarily have to retreat, but pretty much certainly retreating is the easier way to avoid it. Whoa, that has some reach. Don't just kick her in the knee. It doesn't look like this fire defense is doing much for me at all here. Wow, you're just bitch slapping me now, huh? It's kind of the coup d'etat. Not exactly lethal, but it sure is disgraceful. Did you want to join me, or? Yeah, the pillars are going to be great help, I can tell. Gotta use them. Attempt number 17. Alright, I'm discouraged. I am. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere with this. So, anybody have any advice?